I'm from Virginia.
Oh shit, where at? Like Richmond?
Bless heart, Roanoke. I don't claim DMV because I'm from Little Roanoke.
I mean, because it's like pretty far from DC, so that makes sense.
Well, it's about 3 hours, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not DMV. Yeah, that's just Virginia.
I said I don't claim, but I gotta belong somewhere. So DMV adopted me. So you know,
I feel that.
I know about my blue crabs and how you gotta eat them.
I don't even know about that, but
well, you're gonna have black friends. You need to learn black activity.
But we can meet one day. You can teach me. I've known nothing.
Yeah. I was gonna say my dad's side of the family is from Florida. They eat crabs religiously. Like it's not even like at least three or four times a week.
Oh yeah, it's not a game. When I go home for Christmas or whatever holiday, my daddy will have a freezer full of snow crab legs, and then he goes to get a tray full of blue crabs.
Yeah,
it's not a game.
It's probably because I'm Jewish and crab isn't kosher. That's I've never.
No.
That would do it. Yeah, sorry.
You never rebelled? I mean, I'm Christian. I was supposed to have sex before I got married, but I did.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Christianity, you get
that's
forgiven.
like all my jokes are about, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm not religious. I'm just more spiritual.
Oh, okay. Well, you need to get your ass a spiritual crab.
No, crabs are definitely amazing. Crabs are definitely amazing.
Amazing.
I guess quick introduction. It's more people coming. We waiting on, but I mean, I guess Amir is at my top left with the "ooh yeah" behind him. That's his signature slogan. To my right is Travis, the voice with the mustache here. Then we got Miss Hetty. It's Sandberg. Your name is like being a host is the one I've struggled with so many times in DC.
I care more that you get my first name right. Everyone's like, "Oh, Heidi." I'm like, "Fuck you, I will murder."
Because Heidi is so much easier. It's
not. You're doing just fine. Keep saying Hetty. Don't get it.
Because I got some years in the game now, but just earlier it was rough. It was.
Oh yeah, everyone did that. I was like, it's okay. It always happens, but not again.
Right, and then of course with the beautiful bun, Miss Holly.
Yes, thank you.
Can I ask you a serious question? Where did that start? Because I've seen that's
Africa.
Pretty popular. No, but I'm saying, where did the trend recently pick up from?
It recently picked up from, I don't feel like doing my hair today. What's a cute way I can get away with that?
But I'm saying, who was the person who started? Because I've like a lot of I've seen it before, but it's a thing now.
Well, probably honestly, India, I restarted it way back. But more recently, and if anybody says the Kardashians, I'll blow this shit up.
No.
I don't know. Probably some neo soul person.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, because I just know it picked up fast. Like it really became a thing. Like
it really did, because it gives you a way. You know, you don't have to be it's too hot, all the hair, too hot.
Hey, listen, I get it.
Send the hair up. Oh yeah, he got all the hair. You ought to know. Where you at? Is it hot where you are?
Yeah, I'm sweating right now.
He in LA as well.
Oh, you in LA? Yeah, so you over. Did y'all feel it last night?
Yeah.
I did, but I didn't know that. I've never experienced the earthquakes. I didn't know.
Wait, there was an earthquake last night?
Yeah.
You never had good sex, Rudy?
No. it was quick. Like I didn't feel a shaking. I just heard like almost something like something dropped above me. I thought somebody in my apartment above me either dropped some or whatever, and I just kind of just was like, oh.
So
okay.
what part of LA are you in?
I'm in Burbank.
Oh, so you should have felt it. I'm in Sherman Oaks. I felt it. It's the first time something ever fell over. It knocked my lamp over. But I woke up. Anybody ever seen the Fred Sanford episode when he had an earthquake? That's how I woke up, like confused. But yeah.
Oh no, I've never seen it. I'm sorry.
Lord, I just told my age. Somebody help me the hell out. Anybody seen Fred Sanford? If you haven't, you really should, because that's timeless comedy. You learn. It's Red Fox. Everybody know Red Fox?
No, I know who he is. I'm just saying I just never seen that particular episode or joke that you were.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Amir trying to seduce somebody. He didn't put up rose petals real quick.
Yeah, you in for it.
Oh yeah.
Nah, he is. You ain't gonna bring the guitar out, Amir? You don't want
on deck, baby.
It's green. We can't see it.
Yeah. There we go. It's coming.
Alex Starr.
Homie.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Chilling.
Remember
You know how to
COVID.
work. You know you know how to work this thing. You gotta slide it because you're on the phone, so you can see more people. You can see more people.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay. I went through a whole episode, a whole roast session last night with some people, and then found out they didn't even know. They was wondering why they couldn't see everybody at the same time. They could only see people one at a time.
Oh, wow.
So now I'm just real cautious about it.
You gotta get more white people. Niggas be like this. I only see myself.
Right. Or be like this. Can y'all see me?
Oh man.
So
Jay,
I think I met you. How did I meet you?
At the Sunday show at Haha, and with
Oh, okay, that's a shit show right there. I can't wait to get back on that show.
with G Mac and
yeah, Comedy Joint.
what's my girl name? I can't.
Asia
with the
Ray.
singer Asia
Asia
Ray.
Ray.
Yeah, Asia Ray. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I was coming in. So hey, Jay Jimenez, he's a comedian I know from Miami, and then Alex Starr, another comic I know from DC. His show was the first show I ever did when I popped my cherry, if you will.
All right.
Alex Starr's thing.
What's up,
Kyle
Alex?
Brooms.
Hey, what's up, Rudy? What's good, man?
Chilling, man. What's good with you?
Hey, I'm all right. I'm here.
I'm here.
Oh, shit. Look at
Gotta
Travis. Logan.
Oh, you not?
Nigga already passed that shit, bro.
You can't pass it during COVID.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Nah, but on the computer, you can.
Right. That shit gonna happen one day.
Yeah, right? An app that you can get high from.
Yeah, you could do shotguns.
Oh, yeah, word. Virtual smoke.
Yeah.
That's on some Jumanji shit.
True.
Oh yes, I was just doing the introduction. So I mean, y'all can kind of read each other's names. As everybody coming in, I'll just introduce that one person. So this is Kyle Grooms. I met him in Miami, but I knew about him prior to that. I mean, he has a pretty steep resume. Not to
You knew him before he was cool.
Yeah. I knew his name. This is the first time I think I've seen his face, but I see his name all the time on. I think I follow you on social.
Yeah, normally I wear glasses, but I ain't got them because I'm in the house and I know what I need.
No, that's real. That's real.
Somebody playing the guitar?
I think it's Amir.
Yeah, that's me. Oh, he tuning his guitar.
Vaughn, you got
huh?
Yeah, baby. Tell y'all don't know who that is.
We do a sing along out this bitch.
We gonna sing along today.
Oh yeah.
Vaughn, unmute yourself, man. There you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Chilling, man. You know how to work this thing, man? You got to slide yours back and forth so you can see everybody. You're on the phone. You don't better see it four at a time. But, yeah. But, yeah, how you been, though, man?
Man, grinding.
Yeah, I hear that.
How about you? How about y'all? How's everybody?
Chilling. What city you in?
Yeah.
DC, Washington, DC.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so actually I'm so in, I guess, 3 minutes, 6 o'clock if you're on the West Coast, 9 if you're on the East Coast, whatever time if you're somewhere in between. I don't think none of y'all are, but I'm gonna go Facebook Live, and so I'll go through, I guess, an official introduction again. I just kind of introduced everybody coming in just so y'all can know each other, but I'll do a quick name and where I met you, and then I'll let you kind of, give a spiel or whatever. And then honestly, man, we just gonna chop it up for like an hour and some change or whatever, however long y'all decide y'all want to talk. I'm not gonna force you to stop, but I'm not gonna force you to keep going. If y'all stop talking after 20 minutes, then that'll just be it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's really no particular topic. It can be deep. It ain't got to be deep. We can roast each other. It don't matter. It's no pressure. Don't feel like you had to prepare.
I'm real sensitive if you roast me.
Yeah. So that's just it. So actually, I'm because sometimes it take a few minutes to kick in. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start the live now. That way we can just we ain't got to.
How you do it? Like, how do you do the live from Zoom?
It's an option basically. Like you gotta It's kind of hard for me to explain.
It's because Rudy's the host.
Well, yeah, it's because I'm the host, but the it's kind of hard for me to explain over. I would have to like either FaceTime you or something and show you.
Yeah, do that because I do some Zoom shows and shit. So I'd love to figure that out and be able to do that. So yeah, let me know, bro.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Right.
Is it in the Zoom settings or is it in the Facebook settings? That you gotta do that shit.
It's Facebook through Zoom. So you're gonna log into it through Zoom, but it's gonna go to your Facebook. Like you're gonna have to sign in. You're gonna have to sign into Facebook from
Zoom. Yeah.
Whatever
Zoom
device
is
you're
first
on.
though. Yeah. All right.
Zoom is first. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also do it through YouTube as well.
Okay.
I just don't have as many followers on YouTube as Facebook. It only makes sense mathematically.
So you can only do one or the other then?
I'm sure you can do both. I'm sure you can do both. But I've never don't mark my words.
Damn, this light is killing me, bro. Oh damn, did I put my whole
Y'all don't roast my hair. I just washed my shit today. You know what I'm saying? So, this my protective dude.
How's LA, man?
Shut the fuck down. Shit.
really?
Yes.
Yeah, it ain't shit popping out here.
Oh, you in LA?
Yeah, you can eat outside or some shit, but you ain't finna, you know.
Are they going
Same
back a
shit.
phase? Whatever the fuck that means.
Shit, are we in what?
Are they going back a phase? Like closing more things down?
I don't know what phase we were in or what we're in now, but
I have no idea what any of that stuff means.
we definitely went backwards though for sure. Like we were open
We went
to the
back in
degree of
Miami.
like what? Yeah, but y'all haven't quarantined in Miami since the start. I mean,
Y'all the problem.
y'all been
skipped
wild.
the quarantine.
No, we are not the problem. It's the people that come to Miami that are the problem.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in Miami right now.
There's a lot of tourists in Miami.
There's a lot of tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same thing here. People coming out here. That's why we came.
Where are you, Holly?
I'm in Sherman Oaks. I'm in Cali, Sherman Oaks.
Oh, in Cali? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, everybody's going on vacation. Like when they were doing all the interviews at the beginning, the people they were interviewing were all spring breakers. There was no Miami locals on the news. It was all spring break kids. Like, we came to party. We don't care.
Yeah.
Well, you're not from Miami. Miami looks bad, but you're not Miami.
Right.
Leave us alone.
Because them flights so cheap. Shit, you gotta go on vacation.
I'm sorry, but it's not like the people of Miami have been the fucking example for conscious people. We have our fair share of dumb motherfuckers who refuse to wear masks or to keep their asses home.
Oh yeah,
but in Miami, we avoid
it's
each
a
other
dumb
anyway.
proposal, all right? We got a lot of just.
Hey man,
I don't know how to describe them.
Vegas got hotels right now, $69 per couple for 4 days and 3 nights.
That's why everybody I know going
Hey
to
baby,
Vegas.
pack your bags.
Per couple, not just one person. Like you got to have two to get the deal.
Oh, 2 couples.
No. Two people.
Shit.
Like, you can't go as a single person. You got to be.
And we could be swingers.
Right. That's what I was going to say. We got an agreement. We can get into some entanglements.
Hey, you feel me? I'm just saying. Hey, so all right, so we are officially live on Facebook. So if you want to share it on
it's
your page
delayed
or whatever.
too. It's delayed.
It's gonna be delayed. Yeah. That's just I'm sorry. She like it ain't really live. It ain't as live as you said it was.
Are you tagging people in the Facebook?
Me?
Yeah, you tagging people in the Facebook?
I mean, I can. Hey, Alex got me working. He like,
Do you know, Alex.
He like send out the invites, tag me. Send
Alex,
me
if you go to your
reminders.
page, if you go on your page and you follow Rudy, then there's an option down that says watch together with friends or with a group. So then you can do a watch party to put it on your page.
Okay. Thank you.
Come on, get it right, Queen. Get it right. All right, so let's get into it, man. We'll start these official introductions so we can get back into this conversation. Welcome to anybody who's watching. I'm not sure how many viewers it is right now, but
we had 11, 14.
We had 11, 14.
14.
Yeah, 15 right now.
I thought you meant like 1,100.
Yeah, I was like, that didn't happen.
11, oh man.
I was about to say, who pays like that? That ain't mine. Somebody must have shared it. All right. So so like I said, man, welcome, man. This is We Are the Groceries, man. It's a podcast that me and some comedian friends started. The name is definitely as ignorant as it sounds. We literally somebody started talking about eating ass, and we just thought it would be funny if we called it, instead of women being the groceries, we are the groceries. And none of us even have our.
Wait, hold on.
What's the name of this show I'm on right now?
That's what I'm saying. Wait, instead of ladies being the groceries, you the groceries. Well, this podcast, bro.
What did I sign up for?
He's a plant from the Trump administration. Run.
I just want to let you know. I mean, you hear it now. You know what I'm saying? Your face has been stuck. It's recorded. So,
You hear?
Nah, but yeah, right. No, but that is how we came up with the name. It was real random, but it literally means nothing. But
what's the name? You still ain't.
I said we are the groceries is the name.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah, I mean, but Holly, you could be a grocery. You don't gotta eat it. You could be the one eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not forcing
Grandma,
nothing.
I don't know what he's talking about, Grandma.
Grandma, she know what it is. She just called it something else. She don't know the grocery term.
She called it getting here and tear that thing up, baby.
All right. So my name is Rudy Wilson. To my left, I don't know if it's the same on the screen. It's not, but we'll just go. My left that I can see is Amir the Miracle, comedian I met out here in LA. What's poppin', man?
What's poppin', everybody? I'm Amir the Miracle. Ooh, yeah, girl.
Okay.
All right. And then to my right is the one who knows all about the watch parties, Miss Queen Holly Logan. How are you doing?
I'm great. Doing good. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Still a little shook up from last night, but I'm good.
Right. Because another comedian who I met out here in LA, and we did experience a minor but massive at the same time earthquake last night.
It wasn't massive.
Oh, I thought you meant Earthquake the comedian. I'm like, what? You had a gig with Earthquake?
No, not at all.
Oh, really? Yeah, I did.
I wish. So then to my, I don't even know what to call it, the second row of people to the left, this is like the fucking Brady Bunch. The second row of people to the left is Miss Heidi Sandberg.
Nah, bro, you said it so perfectly.
I know, but I felt like that's the only way I can piss you off is if I say it wrong.
You did piss me off. I want to leave, but I'm not gonna. I'm just freaking out for this fucking grocery shit. I want you to say my name correctly. That shit turns me on. When men say my name in bed, oh my God, that's such a turn on for me. Because they say it right, and I'm like, ooh, yes. So
they say, ooh, Heidi Sandberg. Ooh,
they say Hetty, and I'm like, yes, Hetty. I'm like, whatever the fuck your name is.
Hetty.
I'm sorry, Hetty Sandberg, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like, I feel like someone in college was like, oh my God, your name's Hetty. I smoked you last night. And I was like, what does that veins. That's how I learned that it's a weed.
Gotcha.
College is doing something. Yeah.
I don't even know if I
learned that.
I was about to say, I don't even know if I do that.
I love educating an audience. This is amazing.
Gotcha. Okay. Dope. All right. Well, then I got my homeboy here who shows up with his nipples out every single week, Mr. Jay Jimenez, all the way from Miami.
Bro, this is what people come for. All 13 of these people that are watching the show come to watch my nipples, all right?
Gotcha.
Get it right.
Gotcha.
Show them the road right now, all right?
All right. And then we got my guy that I met in DC. I'm not sure. Are you still in DC, Alex? Or you in New York?
I'm in New York, man.
All right. So Alex, yes, I met him in DC, but he's in New York, still doing big things, man. Mr. Alex Starr, what's popping, bro?
Trying, dog. I'm trying, man. Everything crazy, but we're gonna get back, bro.
Gotcha. True that. And then to the bottom left is the OG, a guy I met when I first moved to Miami, but he's been killing it before I was even thinking about doing comedy. Mr. Kyle Grooms. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's up, Rudy? You know, on my camera, my shit in the middle. So all those parts where you describe where you were and where in relation to the thing, it's totally different on my screen.
Gotcha.
I'm directly to your left on my screen. But
Gotcha.
But I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? But you can leave that part out next time in the introduction because it's oriented towards your view. Yeah.
You definitely the old nigga on Zoom right now. You are definitely the old nigga on Zoom.
Let me correct you, young man.
It took me a minute to get it. Oh man, that's hilarious. All right, so then moving right along, and we got another killer in the game, man. This guy, man, took the leap of faith that I took, man, left it all to do comedy full time. This man is out here in these streets grinding, very, very hilarious. I'm not even sure he's from DC, but I definitely met him in DC, Mr. Von Michael.
What up, man? You definitely in these streets, man.
Are you from DC?
Virginia.
Okay. So you
bless
he
you.
from DMV though. He from DMV.
He from the DMV, yeah.
She just from Virginia, but yeah. So how's it been going for you though, man? Are you able to been doing anything since this whole situation or?
Oh yeah, I've been on Zoom shows, you know, making not as much as on tour, but Zoom been helping out a lot, and just been being blessed, bro. Focusing on this the planting season for 2021, so you know, just grinding.
Oh shit! There you go.
Say less. Okay, and then last but certainly not least is the blackest guy in the room, Mr. Travis, the voice, mustache and all. What's popping, bro?
What's going on, everybody?
And of course, and I met him in Miami. He's a you from what?
I'm from Oklahoma.
From Oklahoma. From Oklahoma. I always want to say Omaha. Like I don't know why, but it's Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's one of those white cities in the middle.
Yeah, some shit. He's as white as he seems.
Yes, that's true.
So yeah, man. So
everybody out here does stand up.
Okay. Everybody on here does stand up. Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, I actually started like Alex gave me my I guess my first shot. He didn't like discover me, but he definitely like almost like pressured me into like doing comedy because like I was trying to help one of my homeboys and he was just like, hey, why you don't get on stage though? And I'm just like I'm like I don't know, I don't really do this shit, bro. And I just literally just tried it one day and that was I literally found out on my very first show what bumping meant. Cause like when I tell you like Alex bumped, like I was supposed to go third. Like I think I went like second to last. Like this nigga was just like cause the show was going bad. It was rough. And it was a bunch of vets. They were just bombing. And then he ended up bringing up what's the white boy name? The short white boy? He was funny. He came up right before me.
Man, you know how many short white boys was in this scene?
No. You know he your homeboy. He do the Waka Flocka joke.
Oh, Peter Sullivan.
No, man. Stephen Campbell. Stephen Campbell.
Oh, he was so short.
Yeah, Stephen Campbell.
He out here now too.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he went right before me, and then I ended up going on stage making fun of him, and I ended up having a really good set. I had my notes in my hand, but that was my first time doing comedy. That's the only reason why I stuck with it, because it actually worked out for me.
You funny, man.
Yeah, it worked out, man. So I appreciate that. But
was comedy something you always wanted to do?
Hell
like,
no.
Is it somebody threw you into comedy, or comedy was something you wanted to do?
Man, the day I got on stage at Beer Baron Tavern in Washington, D.C. was my first time ever even being a thing in my life. Ever.
You said Beer Baron Tavern?
Yeah, Beer Baron Tavern.
And it's now called the DC.
Yeah. DC Comedy Law. Yeah, they
it's all
changed it
fancy now.
A comedy club.
Oh, Comedy Law. Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. Okay.
Except it's in the basement, so
That's called bounce check. That's called get your money, nigga.
That was my first time. I just tried it out, and it worked out, and so I just went from there pretty much.
How you do?
Humbly, I did very, very, very good. But I think what kind of helped me is because a lot of people did bad as well, like before me. And I don't know.
You know what? You did good compared to now. Say for instance, you were like someone that had been doing it for like as long as like some of the people that have been on that joint and bombed. Yeah, you did bad.
Tell me some of the vets that bombed.
Who
was the vets on the show that bombed? Hey, everybody had a bad night. Who was it?
You gotta pick the right names. That ain't gonna come. It was Richard Pryor.
Tell it.
George Collins. Paul Mooney ain't gonna remember shit right now. There's Paul Mooney.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, no, it just worked. It just worked out. Did you start in DC, Alex?
Yeah, I started in DC.
Oh, okay. But how long you been doing that?
Been doing comedy for 9 years. I've been running rooms for like 5, but I've been doing comedy for like 9 years.
Gotcha. Yeah, man.
Yeah, hell of a motherfucking, it's been a hell of a ride, man.
It seemed like longer than that, man. It seemed like longer than that. It felt like yeah. Because it felt like I mean, you always just had like a lot of shows and shit like around DC or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Which was hard to do, especially with like underground comedy and.
See, I just got tired of I got tired of dealing with like all that. Like I'm a cool ass nigga, like you know, like I got tired of dealing with like so many personalities and so much bullshit. That's why I started like, 'cause I have a degree in business management, so it was like, let me go ahead and start some shit, start a fucking room, I started multiple rooms in DC, but it was just like. You had to be in a like when you came, like, do you see how you got on the show? Like you ain't have to be in a clique, or you ain't have to be like this. You just got an opportunity, and like you could just learn from the shit that I was doing. And you started your own shit, got out there, you moved to LA, so it was like one of those like moves where it was just like, you know what, you just rock, man. So hey,
for sure. Hey, Hetty, did you started in DC?
Yeah, I started. Alex was my third room actually. Like my first set, I fucking murdered. And I was like, I'm gonna be so good at this shit. And then my second set, I bombed real hard. And then I think Alex, I didn't know that's the day. Alex, when he met me, he actually walked in. No, I walked in on him in the women's bathroom.
Oh, wow.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing in here? And it was after the whole show. And he's like, I just really had to go. And I was like, what is wrong with this man?
Oh, wow.
And now we have the most tumultuous friendship in the world. It was wild. I've been doing it 5 years now, so I'm in it, I guess. I don't know. I do have an online show, which is it's good. I enjoy it, but I don't like run like live rooms. Maybe one day in 2022 we can go back out again.
Is the Wonderland Ballroom still popping? Is that still a thing in DC?
Which one?
The Wonderland Ballroom.
Yeah. That has so many shows too, though, because it's not like just like for one like comedy like clique, if you will. Like a lot of people can run shows there, which I think is really good. It's also such a good space too.
Yeah, because it's tight, it's small. It get hot in there though.
That's like one of my favorite places to perform is Wonderland.
Yeah. Vaughn, you started in DC, right?
No, I started in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh shit! How long was you there?
I was there for a year. Then I lived in the Virginia Beach area for a year. Then I moved out to DC,
Gotcha.
which is dope. Virginia has a really good scene. A lot of clubs. A lot of people don't know about Virginia.
What part of Virginia?
First, the Hampton Roads area has like 3-4 clubs out there. So you get some pretty good work out there.
Oh, sweet.
Hey, I got a question for all the DC guys. I heard, is it true that a lot of West Coast comics come out to DC and eat a dick?
They do in Miami.
Oh wow.
In Miami, yeah.
Well,
I mean, I haven't. Someone came out to an underground show. I forget who it was. Some short fat guy. That doesn't help.
I
wasn't there. I heard he did really well though. And then who came?
I think for anywhere, and this is just me speaking on my experience. I think the only time jokes didn't work for me from the 3 scenes I've been a part of is when I try to use jokes that only related to that city. You know what I'm saying? To that particular city. Like there's certain jokes I can tell in Miami that blow the roof off that I tell in LA. People are just like, I don't.
Metro won't work anywhere else.
Yeah. It takes me like explaining it more, and then it's just not funny because I'm talking too much, and it's just it just becomes a thing. So
let me explain my morning commute. No one cares. No one cares about that. Don't explain.
Right. But go ahead.
To piggyback on what Rudy said, I mean, I think it just goes with like even if you're a West Coast comic, or if you're like, see, I'm in New York now, so if I go out to the West Coast, I think it just takes time. It's just like, it takes time with comedy. If you acclimated, if you know, like, if you've been in the game for a while, if you like know how to like do different things, do different scenes and shit. Like if you ever, like I'm talking to all comics, I think. So like you see how Cat Williams, like when he opened up like on one of his specials, and he took that same joke, but he like when he got to that place, he like just took that same joke and learned shit about that scene, and was just like he did like stuff that was like humorous and like people knew within that area, like when he took streets and stuff, and he said like, oh, you don't want to be on this street, or he talked about like a certain mall or some shit like that. So I think it's like it's just being acclimated to the scene and like respecting your art form. But I haven't seen like with like West Coast comics, down south comics. I think like I've seen some of them people come up and like just smash. But I grew up in a comedy club, so like I seen like the formula and shit. Like I was a kid, like I wanted to do comedy, and my friend's like father owned a comedy club, and I used to just go there and watch like Tony Woods, Mike, like DC comics, like Tony Woods, Mike Brooks, Chris Thomas, all of those guys. So like you would just see it and learn and know what to do, like when you're in a different spot. I don't think it's just necessarily like just because you're from a different place, you're gonna bomb here.
I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And that's a lot of times it's your energy. You know what I mean? Like if you could, because it's definitely your energy. Because there was a time I know in Miami when LA comics would come and they would do this corny LA angry, yeah. And it wouldn't fly in Miami because Miami was like, yo, man, nigga, we out here partying, and you gotta come. I saw Chris Rock almost bomb on a Tuesday night in Miami at the Improv, because they want a certain energy, a certain rah-rah that, they want to be in you to perform more. And he was just working out his material. He was just like going through it, and they was kind of like, and to me it was hilarious because I was listening to what he was saying, and he damn near bombed. Madonna came to watch him, and it was in the audience. But then he came back a month later with the same material and blew the roof off the place.
Right.
Because, he was just doing a guest spot. But then he came back and he was getting paid. But I guess I kind of went off topic. But, it depends on how you perform, where you go. It's your energy when you perform. If you can relate, and it's a good idea to relate to the city, to do something local to the city before you...
I was gonna say, I think about Miami specifically. I think Miami is hard if you don't already have an audience down there yourself. Like, and the reason why I'm saying, like, if you're famous and there's a certain amount of black people or white or whatever coming to see you, that's one thing. But like, if you're just doing rooms in Miami, you don't know who the fuck is gonna be in that audience. Like, it is the most randomest crowd you have ever performed.
That's why it's so
age, age, gender, ethnicity. Like it's not gonna be just Mexican or Puerto Rican. Like it's people from Ecuador, Africa, this place I never heard of, that place. Like, and you know, I do a lot of crowd work. So as I'm talking to people, I've literally almost feel like I'm doing an international show because, and none of these people will get just a general black joke or white joke or whatever. So it really keeps you on your toes in Miami. And I've seen more people, to answer your question, Amir, from LA come to Miami and do bad, not so much DC, because DC is more of a comedy city. Miami is not a comedy city. People come to Miami to party,
that's what it is.
be on the
Party.
beach. Like comedy shows is a thing you stumble into. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is Miami super spread out? All the comedy scenes there?
There's not one.
There's
not a scene.
Okay, there's a lot of different.
The four of us make up like 35% of the scene that's what's left. Like it's not a lot of people at all. It's like 50 comics, I would say. Maybe 100. I don't know. I'm being
well, working comics anyway.
What you gonna say, Kyle?
Oh shit, I totally forgot. But
okay.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
So how? Why I asked Holly? What's been your journey? Did you start in LA or how did you end up in LA?
I started in LA, and I just started in 2017.
Oh wow!
Well, you still learning to hold a mic.
I'm still learning how to hold a mic. I call myself a menopause baby.
But she funny though. I would have, from your performance, I would have never guessed. Like I didn't necessarily think he was doing. I didn't think he was doing it like 30 years, but I wouldn't have guessed like a couple years ago. Like it seemed like at least somewhere 8, 9, 10.
Well, I appreciate you, but yeah, I was in corporate America, hated it, and I had to have a brain surgery, and then I ended up having another one in 16. And that's when I said, what are you doing? You've been wanting to do this since you was 5 years old. Get out there and make people laugh. And that's what I've been trying to do. So, but that's interesting. I've only ever done LA too. So now I'm like, oh, I'm learning. Like, I like that y'all are saying you got to bring different things to different, locations. So
yeah, like if you come from a city like where there's a lot of Haitians, but then you go, it works a lot in the same way. Like if you go to, because I see a lot of comics who come from New York, or they go to like the Midwest or Oklahoma and be, hey, where my Haitians at? And then people be like, when Haitians do this, they'd be like, nah, bro.
Right.
What is a Haitian?
Right.
But Miami is a good city if you want to start and go to New York because it's already cosmopolitan enough and hard enough, and people don't give a fuck about you enough for you to, for a breeding ground. Like it's a good workout.
Yeah.
Get you.
Anybody done the Atlanta scene?
I've done shows there. I've never been like a part of like the scene like as a comic. Like
not at the scene. I've like done weekends there, but I've never,
Okay.
Atlanta
Are they receptive? Ratchet. You said Atlanta. Who said Atlanta Ratchet?
I said Atlanta Ratchet. Just my experience.
Oh.
Not that ratchet in a bad way. It's just like it's almost like DC, man. It's like two different.
I'm about to say
as far as comedy. Like,
I'm about to say they know worse than Baltimore.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Baltimore.
It's like a black room and it's a white room.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Actually, St. Louis they look. Well, at least for me, when I go out there with my glasses and you're normally when I'm wearing glasses, they look at me. The whole room. First of all, they look at me like this nigga look funny, but he don't look funny. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how they look at me. Like,
Hey.
The Chicago's the same way too.
Hey, Kyle, I was gonna say, where did your whole comedy journey start? You've been doing it what, like 20 plus years?
25 years.
25.
You don't even look 25.
When we started, I was like, damn, how we get Cal Grooms? I used to watch Cal Grooms on like BET and Comic View and shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been there. A bunch of times.
Show too.
Yeah, got like $200 or that for total.
Oh, you got to come up, huh?
Yeah, that's when they was paying more than 50. You feel me?
paying more than 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but go ahead though.
What was the question? It was,
No, I was just saying, like, where did your whole journey start? I mean, just take us through your whole.
The first time I ever got on stage was in my hometown, Perth Amboy, New Jersey, and my ex-girlfriend worked at a salon. They had a
pronounce that again.
Perth Amboy.
Ain't no black people there, huh?
Oh no, that's a lot of black people, but mostly Hispanics and Dominicans. Dominicans and Perth Amboy.
Perth Amboy.
Perth Amboy. But I did live on the white side of town. I mean, but it was. That's why I got on stage the first time. That was around 94, 95, and then I moved back to Miami, and that's where I started doing comedy at studio.
And but when you got on stage, that was after you were an artist and all that.
Yeah, I was an art director. I used to work for TV stations. I worked for NBC. I used to do. I worked for every TV network out there doing news graphics and over-the-shoulder graphics and things. I was an art director, And then I became one for Univision, the Univision station in Miami. And then at night, I started going out and just doing stand-up at Studio 183. It was like Carroll City. It's one of them hood rooms, like, Marvin Dix used to host. He used to have like Miami Dolphins players, dope boys, regular people, you know what I mean? Middle class. It was like a whole all black, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you had to be, I go by the building now. I used to go by the building and get nervous. Felt like the building, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of the.
How'd you do in that room?
I killed the first time. I got cocky and it's weird. Like I would do well because I knew I was so nervous that I just would do my best. But the one day I got cocky, I bombed. That's when I was like, I went up there like this, What
state was that room
in? Miami, Florida. It's the room that Bernie Mac came up with. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Oh.
Because let me tell you the setup of the room. When you go up on stage, first you have to go up the staircase to the high stage above the people. But then over your right shoulder, there was another balcony with dudes like who bought bottles and they lit, they smoking, and they barking down on you, like, you know what I mean? So that was like the crow's nest, So you had that kind of pressure. And then Marvin Dixon was funny. And then it was like one of them clubs, you had a gold tooth minimum to get in there. You know what I mean? It was like one of them. But yeah, it was hard. It was rough. And then I would come there straight from work with my Abercrombie and Fitch Banana Republic outfits on, you know what I mean? And with the glasses.
How long were you in Miami before you went up to New York or where you went up north?
It took me, I started in 95. I quit my job in 2000. 2001, I went to LA to see if the streets were paved in gold. I realized they weren't. I wasn't saying shit. And then I said, you know what, I got to go to New York to really learn how to be a comedian. And so in 2002, I went to New York. After having a comedy festival in Atlanta, it was Jamie Foxx used to do Laugh-A-Palooza in Atlanta where he would tape a comedy show. There'd be a whole festival. There would be management, agents, and everyone there. And then I found a manager in Atlanta. And that's what made me, I'm going to just go back to New York. And I rented out my house because I had a house here. Went back to my mama's basement. And yeah.
That's dedication. That means you wanted it.
No, actually, I sold my house and then moved back to my mama's basement. That's what it was.
How was it working with Chappelle?
It was smooth, man. It was cool. I was an under 5 actor, so I came in, and yeah, I was so, because when you're working, you don't have time to get gassed. You know what I mean? Because you so focused on your part.
That's almost like guarding LeBron James, and while you guarding, you're like, oh shit, let me get your autograph.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and but listening to him improv on set, you gotta really stay in your shit because you'll break character. Because a few times he almost made me laugh, or you know what I mean? It's like that.
Good guy.
Because this nigga called me the tyrannical teabagger, and I was like, I wanted to fight. We were doing a sketch, yeah, but.
Last question: how was it working with Jamie Foxx with Laughing-Palooza?
It was the same kind of deal, man. I was just I was still a young comic, so I wasn't really like mingling. He was cool. He movements and he moved around, and I don't know. I was just kind of looking, you know. I was like a fan, damn near, you know, a fan who got to participate.
That's awesome.
Yeah, now that's lit. That's lit. How did it work when it came down to like getting booked for like the comic views or whatever? Like, was that like some people reached out to you, like they seen you in a club? And I'm mainly asking not to pick on your age or whatever, but there was no social media. Like, it wasn't like somebody could pull up on your
I know, nigga. Don't worry. I'm okay with
so,
my age, my nigga. Like, I know I don't want to offend you.
Right.
You older than motherfucker.
I mean, you already showed it earlier. You already showed it earlier, so I ain't want you to think I ain't want you to think that was a callback or nothing. But I just, you know, but I did want to ask.
I was working with Jesus.
Right.
I wasn't with the motherfucker.
Curse at the last.
Right.
You have to be clean.
You Martin Luther King. You was Malcolm X, nigga. You should be rowdy.
That's hilarious. But no, I was just asking. So how did that work? Like getting booked for those type of things. Like,
I think Comic View at the time, you had to send a tape. You know, just a tape. You just had to send a tape. I sent them a VHS. So, and what a VHS was, that movies used to come in a box. They used to come in a box, and you'd have to put a little cartridge in there. And
I still got my VCR player.
Yeah, I definitely know VHM.
Yeah, and then like with Def Jam, Bob Sumner would go around and scout. He would just go around from city to city, and they'd have they used to do a lot of contests. Like, you know, they would have like Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull Comedy Night. You know what I mean? That's how I got to, like malt liquor beverage companies would do comedy nights. Right. And then they would get the best of every city. That's how I got to meet like Ray, D-Ray, and like, you know, it was good because all the all-stars come together. It's like an all-star game. You come together and you know, get to meet with different people. But they used to have scouts that went out back in the day.
Oh, wow.
For those type of shows. And then like, you know, if
social media
liked you, it put you on Def Jam, yeah. Then social media happened, and
Do you feel like comedy was better before social media? Because it wasn't so many internet comics, and then also, like, you do your set and somebody's seeing your set online, so then it's, you know, it's not like fresh to you every day. So do you?
I don't know if it was better. It's changed, like just in the fact that it's more accessible, like, so you don't have to go to a comedy club to see. It's not like a niche thing anymore. It's like everyone's doing it, and people are doing it well in their lane. You know what I mean? I've seen memes funny than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, just the whole meme game is hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, and then you got Ryan Davis's and other comics who do commentary to the camera, and it's funny, you know. So funny is funny to me. If you could mold the clay a different way, I can't hate that. You know, as long as, you know, people are feeling it.
Right.
So when you was working with Farrakhan, joking, man. That's funny shit, man. I'm a sponge, man. So I love just hearing you talk, bro.
Right. Like Dick Gregory, I used to tell him.
That is too funny. So Travis, obviously I met you in Miami, but where did you start in Miami with comedy?
I started comedy in Miami, introducing Kyle Grooms, actually, my first night.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was at Ricky's on South Beach.
Oh, damn. That was your first night?
I'd been doing cabaret and circus stuff here for a couple of 3-5 years, and just wanted to try pure stand-up. Not be part of his show. I wanted to try pure stand-up, and went to Ricky's, and they immediately were like, "You want to host?"
Oh,
no,
wow.
I just want to try to do some, get up and try 5 minutes. All right, so you're gonna host. And my first show, I came in hosting, and Kyle was a headliner, and I did that for a couple of years struggling, and then I switched to Joe Bob, and that's Joe Bob met Alex when Alex was in Miami.
I remember that. I was getting ready to say,
at
Travis,
Taurus.
I remember you. Yeah, shit.
Yeah. No, you remember Joe Bob. You don't remember me. Joe Bob, that's the deal. You don't remember Travis. But I've only done it down here in Miami. I haven't left. I like that random crowd thing that happens.
For sure. And for you, it's always, it's always a surprise when you come on stage for any crowd in Miami. Like they when they see him, they are just like, yo, who the fuck is this?
Yeah,
especially.
He definitely gets some white privilege.
There's the owner. There's the owner.
But see the thing about it is, with the Joe Bob character, he comes on looking like this, almost like a trucker, like, so like he has like the cut off sleeves, his hat or whatever. So it's like, yo, nobody in Miami who lives in Miami like looks like that. So they are just like, yo, who the fuck is this? Like, this motherfucker is about to kill
I
all
wear a
of
belt
us.
buckle. I go back to my Oklahoma roots. When I started doing stand-up as Travis, I would tell the same jokes Joe Bob tells, and nobody would laugh. I'm too Miami for an Oklahoma joke to work. So one night I just put on a hat and my long hair, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. And I tried Joe Bob, and everything hit. I was like, okay.
It was like magic.
I'm going to be Joe Bob.
So Travis, let me ask you this. Did you talk like that growing up, or did the people around you? Like, where did your diction come from? Like, is it
people
from
around me?
Theater?
People around me. My parents would not let me have an accent. They wanted me to be very articulate and sound educated and sound like I knew what the hell I was talking about when I would speak. But everybody around my family had that accent. So I just picked it up as a kid, making fun of. It's actually kind of a rip off some guys I grew up working around when I was young.
I feel
yeah.
Gotcha. Now it worked. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
it was a major difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get to play on a lot more stuff being Joe Bob and not sounding smart. I can play on the fact, like, I don't understand why. And people are like, yeah, you probably don't. You know? and then flip the point of view on them and get them to open their mind to listen what they need to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What's the difference between you and the character?
The accent, really. The viewpoint is just be a good person at the end of the day. And I understand why people can't get along. And Joe Bob's personification of me saying that, people are like, he's so right. Why can't we get along? And I've even had people bring up that I'm addressing prejudice by looking the way I do and then thinking the way I think. They're like, you're breaking the mold before people realize it. Okay. Shit, they gave me the moniker the woke redneck. I did a gay show and I did a black show, an urban show, sorry. And after both shows,
just to be clear, I would have preferred you just stick with black show than call it urban.
I prefer nigger, but you know.
I did a nigga show, you know what I mean?
especially if you said it casually like that too. Yeah, I did a nigga show. Shit.
Yeah. I did a show with a bunch of athletes.
There's a lot of rappers in here.
Hilarious.
Is this the comedy show?
Hey, Travis, because you do multiple characters, not on stage for comedy, but just throughout your different entertainment avenues or whatever. Like, so like where does I guess all that come from in reference to like how did you get into doing, I guess, characters and taking that route or whatever?
It started making fun of people and trying to act like them in their face. And from that, you would just I'd be doing it by myself, and I'd say something funny that made me laugh in a different voice that sounded funny, and I'd say it in front of other people and they'd laugh, and the characters just kind of started developing from that. And it works that I do a lot of the type of entertaining I do. The characters are actually welcome. Like people will hire me specifically for this character for this show.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a lot of fun, really.
When you do,
did you do it like,
are you doing it as the character or as just Travis?
I show up the whole time in character. One time I leave the dressing room of wherever I am and I'm gonna be in front of people, I don't break character again.
Impressive.
I stay who I'm gonna be the whole night, because there are people that will meet me as the character and love the character and love what the character represented to them for that night, and I don't want to ruin that for them. I want them to walk off with that feeling of, yeah, I had a good time with that guy.
Has it been beneficial?
I think they could.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
We could do that with Travis too, though, you know. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, you can.
Just lean out the camera and come back as another.
Yeah, you know, with the real Travis.
Blackface.
No, I won't do that.
That's hilarious.
And did you do like music theater and a lot of things growing up in Oklahoma? Like, were you in?
No, I was the exact opposite in Oklahoma. I was a jock. I played football. I wrestled. I worked on a farm. I'm a cowboy. Like, I was the exact opposite of anything I am here. When I got here, I just finally had an opportunity to do it.
Oh,
there's
so
zero opportunity.
You didn't come out until you came to Miami.
Yeah, when I came to Miami, there was shit. All right, there's a lot of stuff you can do here. There's no opportunities. There literally are no opportunities. I think there's one comedy club in Tulsa.
But you didn't have high school like plays and shit like that, you know.
Yeah, but I had to be a jock.
Oh really? Oh damn.
Yeah, if I was still living at home, I had to be a jock, or my parents would give me shit for everything else I wanted to do.
Wow.
So
you know,
I played football, so it'd stay off my back.
My high school, Perth Amboy High School, jocks did both. You know what I mean? It was like cats would be playing football, but then they would join the play. They'd be like, nigga, let's be in the Wiz. You know what I mean?
I want to be the tornado. I want to be the tornado.
Right.
I want to be the yellow brick road. You know, like it was like, yeah, they would do both, and it wasn't seen as like we didn't have those kind of groups.
There was a division between the sports and even just the band.
Oh wow!
The band that played at the football games and the football team didn't get along. It was just super cliquey. It was weird.
Wow.
But yeah, when I got to Miami, my dream was always to be on the radio and to be able to be that.
Yeah, you got a radio voice for real. God damn, you're radio.
That's what I really wanted to do the entire time. And then I learned how bullshit the radio actually is and how you can't say anything. Like on the radio, on the FM AM channels, if you're having an event, you can't say, come to this event or go to this event. That's a directive. You have to make it a suggestion. You should check out our event we're having. If you give a directive, the FCC is like, nope, you can't give directives to crowds. And it's that kind of mic, like, all right, so the radio's done.
Damn.
And I found, it just, so I started emceeing at clubs, getting in and doing emceeing at clubs. And then from there, a guy who had a cabaret saw me and was like, hey, you want to do that in my cabaret? Sure. And
do you remember your first time on clubs and like a club, and how did it go? Like your first time? And
my first time
like
going to a club, and
did you do a character or did you do you? Like your first time at a club? Like, do you remember did you do a character?
When I was just emceeing the club, I was just doing you're tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, on the decks, we've got just the hype man kind of crap. And at the cabaret, my first theater, actual cabaret, rehearsed big number show, they hired one of my characters. They brought me in, I auditioned, and they were like, we love you, but we know you've got the ability to do some other stuff, so show us some of your other characters. And I went into one of my characters, and they were like, all right, so that's who we want. And that character hosted their Cuban cabaret for 2.5 years.
Wow. I was listening to your voice this week because I'm editing the Brain Humor album.
Oh, yeah?
I'm keeping in the intro you did.
Yeah.
In the live show. I'm not paying you for it, but I'm actually.
Damn.
Yeah, but just you hear yourself.
Yeah.
And if you sue, I'll change the pitch. Make you sound like Mickey Mouse.
Oh man, I'm honored to have gotten to do that. Are you kidding? That was an honor to get to call your name to come out on your special.
Oh, thanks.
That was a very special moment.
Thanks, man.
And you the reason why Travis watched Comic View, man. You introduced him to it, man.
Where's Comic View on YouTube? Did they have it on YouTube or some shit?
BET.
You don't know.
You
gotta have a time machine.
You gotta have a beta, not even a VHS. You gotta have a beta.
They come on like 2 a.m. on BET or some shit right before church.
Bring out the
I was listening.
film producer.
Right.
Hey, so Amir, what about you, bro? How did you always? Well, first of all, I guess, how did your whole journey start? And did you always have the guitar with you your whole ride?
Yeah, I was 11 years old playing keyboard and getting no attention. And then I saw the ugliest kid in my class serenade all the girls with a guitar.
Oh,
okay.
And I was like, fuck this Casio. I'm grabbing me a guitar because I need girls to like me.
He said the Casio.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, man. A keyboard don't get you no ass. So I started playing guitar. I was learning all the songs girls wanted to hear. And then I tried, when I was 12 years old, I tried playing Jimi Hendrix at the talent show. And I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill him with this Purple Haze. And I started playing, ding, ding, but like I was so nervous. I was sweating and I was missing all the notes. And then I started singing, but I didn't have a microphone. So I started yelling, like, and then people just started laughing at me. And I should have got off stage because I felt really embarrassed. But then I was like, I got one more song. And then I did that, and then I embarrassed myself twice in a row. And then people would be like, hey man, you probably shouldn't sing. Stuff. and then like I played guitar for like most of my life. I started playing all these bands.
Out of curiosity, how old are you right now?
Oh man, you gonna make me call out my age? I'm 40.
You what?
You definitely not 40. You're 40 for real? Like all jokes aside?
Yeah, I'm serious. I was born in 79.
Oh.
Not if you had a 40 ounce. Are you 40 years old?
I look young for my age. I can't help it, man. So
You're 23.
Right. You know what? I'll just be whatever age people want me to be. I don't.
It look like you about to drop a mixtape.
Check me out dropping at CVS tomorrow.
Because the reason why I asked is because I wanted to see how long you've been playing since you started at 11. And so
yeah, so that makes like 28. Is that 28 years? Yeah, but like I don't play like I used to, man. Like I used to like be like a lead guitar player and in my bands, and then I would try to tell jokes and they'd always bomb, and then I was just like, man, like I just always thought like the thrill of killing a crowd with laughter was where it was like the nut was at, and then when I finally got a taste of what it was like to kill on stage, I was like, ooh, sign me up, stand up. So I just started bringing my guitar. Then I started bringing my guitar on stage after like a few months, and I saw like the difference in my act, like the way the crowd would respond to it.
Right.
I was like, ooh, this is something right here. And then I just kind of grew that character with like, where I serenade these hoes, and then like, I got these little flower petals, baby, and then I serenade people, and then I make up songs about people, and I'm just like that dude that's mixed with black and A-rap that just wants to give you some of that R&B black A-rap sound, that come in now, baby,
That's funny.
All that.
Gotcha. How long have you been doing stand-up?
I started at the end of 2012, so it was like 7-something years, and then so 7 years, and it took me about like a year or two to like really like get the confidence to not call myself an open micer anymore, and then like really go after it, And so like,
right.
And I realized it's hard to get stage time in LA if you don't have your own room. So I started running all these different bar shows and bar mics, like mostly bar open mics and shows, and then I was just trying to trade spots and network with other comics that way. And I still, to this day, I'm still running shows. I got shows coming up. I'm producing. I don't give a shit about staying inside. We going outdoors, baby. We outdoors laughing now in LA. So
hit me up. I'm trying to come to Miami, bro.
I'll book you.
He in LA.
He in LA.
Wherever, hit me up.
Yeah, man. You come to LA, any of you people, I got you, man.
Got you.
Okay. Got you. I won't be there, and I'm in LA. I'm not doing
right.
It.
I'm staying out.
I'm not doing
nothing. No. I'm gonna say this. Only reason I'm coming through because I know he's not gonna lie. Like when he said he was 40, everybody was looking like, nah. But when that nigga said, man, I don't play like I used to, I said that nigga 40 like straight. I'm 40 years old and say like, man, I don't play like I used to. Let me take these shoes off. Take these shoes off. Terrell, come around the back and get on this keyboard.
Yeah, I don't like.
Come around the back and get on this keyboard, Terrell. I don't play like I used to. When they start talking about bitches, I said, oh yeah, he in line. I'll be there, bro.
What you say, Kyle?
Who, me?
We doing comedy outside with like the social distancing. So I mean, some people don't want to come out; they're scared, and that's fine. Stay home. But a lot of us want to be out and still, keep stand up alive. And we're trying to keep these small businesses from failing with the comedy, and that's what they want. They're using comedy to stay alive out here in LA. So I'm happy to help because I want to stay active. I don't want comedy or anything.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Them businesses could die before I can. That's I'm just being real. Cause they got insurance and all that to come back. If I die, that's it. That's it. You feel me?
Rudy, you ain't gonna die, man. All that groceries you be eating, you ain't gonna die.
He is the grocery.
I am the grocery.
That case, get out there and do comedy, man. It could be a motherfucker that cough in your hallway while you walk into your motherfucking shit, coming from getting groceries, and now you got corona. Nigga, get out there and do that shit, man. It's just like I go out, I protect myself. But it's just like I look at some people and just be like, the longer you stay off stage, to me, the more rusty you can get, the more it's just like we're gonna lose a lot of funny motherfuckers to this shit. Because contrary to popular belief, this shit gonna last a long time. Because niggas is doing what the fuck people are saying. Like, people are going out and, like, doing their fucking shit. But it's just like, if we had a better leader in fucking charge, if we had somebody that was just, like, in the beginning, to, like, if you look at, like, New York was the epicenter of this shit, or whatever the fuck that word is. Like we had that shit, and then like everybody in New York
He
listened.
threw it out confidently too.
And we got, but no, we got. I know, I did.
New York was the staple center of this shit. Like what?
I was just like, ooh, come that word. I'm trying to ride through this shit smooth. But then I couldn't even get it out because I put my headphones.
Nah, you got it. You got it.
You was good. You was good.
Yeah, I thought I was listening to Fox News for a minute.
I done seen all the people take the necessary precautions, and these motherfuckers end up getting it and dying. And I've seen like some people that don't give a fuck to be out partying. These niggas is out living, so.
I mean, I get that. They do. I think somebody here did a drive-in show here. I would do something like that where I'm outside, but I'm not going in nobody's business.
I did a rooftop show. That was really good.
Oh yeah, I bet, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like 30 people capacity, so and like everyone else was wearing their mask, but not the comics. And then they cleaned the mic between each comic, and I was like, well,
when I hit the stage again, I'm having my own mic.
I'm bringing my own mic.
I don't think nobody should be able to do stand up without having your own mic.
I'm bringing my own mic. Unplug that bitch.
Yeah, after this, yeah.
I'm gonna put a condom on my mic.
I see the black girl so nervous she had her child mic when we was in Connecticut. Hey, Kyle, you better not have no flavor condoms, nigga. Trying to get creative with this shit.
I didn't know they made those, Playboy. I've been in a relationship 22 years.
Everybody, I'm sorry to say this, but I got strawberry COVID-19.
Strawberry.
Hey, real quick, so Jay, I don't want to leave you out, man. You can tell us about your journey prior to the nipple engagement that you got going on here. Where did you come from?
No, the nipple's always been there. Let's just start with that. But as far as comedy, I've been doing this since late 2018. I went and did some shows at the Villain Theater, their open mic, and then after a few weeks, I found out about the Miami comedy rooms. And the first night, believe it or not, I did real well. The first night that I did one of the Manny rooms, like I was like, if not like the before last on the mic. And actually, I did real well. It took me a while to do that good again. It just, it took a while for me to get that kind of confidence.
You don't sound confident now, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? Shit. God damn. He like you act like you was reliving the moment. Like I don't feel that confident. What the hell is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. Come on, Jay. You proud. You got your nipples out already, man. Be proud.
No, man.
He want to come on here half naked. Now he's scared.
Right.
Come on.
Awesome here, bro. And, my cell phone's already running out of battery.
Stick your chest out.
What's up?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what the fuck else you want me to sell you. Goddamn, the pandemic took over and we haven't been able to do comedy since. Just as I was, whatever, bro. Fuck this. I'm planning to go back and start this shit over. It's been a minute, and I'm hungry for this shit again. All right.
Are you gonna do shows when they come back up in Miami? If they're outside or whatever.
I'm waiting for it, man.
Oh, actually, no. I'm saying, well, Sean Mullins, you not gonna do his show?
I'm not right now. I'm not really going out and fucking putting my neck out there. With this being fucking the epicenter of the goddamn shit right now.
But that show's outside.
That right now. What's up?
Epicenter.
That show's outside. The show Sean's got on Saturday is outside.
The outside?
Yep, it's an outdoor show.
I see you crusty motherfuckers taking a picture all grabbing your children's dicks and shit. I am not gonna do that, all right? it was very interesting because he got a verbal smackdown from what's his face, Alex Castillo.
Alex.
Because that motherfucker's been running shows in the middle of the goddamn pandemic, not giving a shit. I mean, you know, I respect what the man does, but I'm not gonna do this shit right now. You know, if you do it, that's fine, but I don't want to get infected.
I will send them my information.
What?
Alex, how old are you? How old are you,
Alex? Tell Sean Mullins that Alex will 30. Do it, you know?
Oh, 30, okay.
See, he's still young and he vigorous. Because he gonna do everything. I'm keeping my
I had a theory, like, because I was thinking, like, if I was in my 20s, how I would have responded opposed to, you know, because in my 20s, I think I'd have still been trying to go out and get something. You know what I mean? But now that I'm a grown man with 2 kids, I don't want to go out and get something. You know what I mean? So that's why I keep
shit,
it.
I'm 32. Shit, I ain't going out that motherfucker. Me and Alex the same age.
Well, once you pass 30, you know, like, I don't know. It's like
I got one more year. Got one more year.
Yeah.
Like for me, I would say this.
Alex, fuck him. Don't listen to them, Alex. Fuck him. I'm 41 and I still go. Fuck him.
Yeah.
What the fuck you want?
Yeah, we ain't give a fuck about you in the first place.
I just look at it like people are living like they're gonna live forever. People are living like they're gonna live forever.
Nah,
like you can
take the
avoid
right
all this
precautions. You
COVID shit and walk outside and get hit by a car.
Now I get that, but I don't want to. I just know
I don't want to be sick.
Right, I don't want to be sick and knowing that I could have done something differently.
Or be sick and infect someone else, and then they die.
Right.
Worse.
You good Samaritan ass nigga.
Let me ask you.
I don't want to be sick in the middle of the fucking peak while all the hospitals are full, and like I'll get sick when no one else is going to the hospital. I'll get sick and I'll get stuck in a bed later. I don't give a shit. But right now, while the hospitals like are running high on fucking the ICUs are full and shit, I don't want to go because I might die. I don't fucking know. You know,
I guess black people come from a different mind state because, like, I think black people are more so worried about the COVID-19 than COVID-19. So it's like
this nigga.
We're more worried about 12 than 19. So
right. Fact. What
I got next.
What you was about to ask, Kyle? You was about to ask a group of questions?
Oh no, I was about to kind of not shift it. It's about health, but I wanted to ask Holly why she had to have 2 brain surgeries. You know what I mean? She kind of just like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't like to you know, I don't like people to feel sorry for me, so that's why. I
don't feel sorry for you.
I know you don't.
I had one too.
I got a birth defect. I got a birth defect called Chiari malformation, and I didn't even know about it till I was older in life. But the tonsils of my brain were stuck in my spinal cord, so I had to have the tonsils of your brain, like the 2 little.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay, I got it.
And so I had to have all my bone removed, and it's my brain lifted up, and it's in a man-made muscle. But then I got hit by a car from behind at 16 and knocked that shit back down. And so,
damn, you worried about COVID?
Right. So now I got a titanium plate. No, I'm more worried about now having to smack the shit out of a Karen. That's why I don't want to go out. I don't want to go to jail, and I'm going straight to jail if I did one of the bitches. So
Karen 19.
Yeah, I can't deal with Karen 19. That's why I'm staying in the house. If you want to be honest,
you should come out August 8th. I booked a couple Karens you could talk to.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, no, Not today. You was talking about memes and gifts, Kyle. I got my own Giphy channel, and that's one of my gifts I got. Not today, Karen. Not today.
I'll check it.
How's it been for the shows for you, Vaughn? As far as like, because I know you said you did them online, but you're doing them online and getting paid for them because they're like showcases, or are you like opening for somebody who's doing them online?
Showcases. I did one club. I'm only going out if I'm getting paid. Like I ain't doing no free shit during a pandemic. At this point.
No. Fuck out of here, bro.
It gotta be a nice little check if I'm gonna go out the house. But the Zoom, I think the Zoom gonna be the way. Even after this pandemic, I think that's gonna be a stream of income for comics after this is all over with.
I'm saying, but how have they been going? Like the Zoom shows, like how's
it's cool. It's a different cadence. You got to get used to it. It took me like 2-3 shows, but don't think that like because you're doing a lot of Zoom shows, it's gonna go well live. Because I still bombed live after I did a whole bunch of Zoom shows. But the Zoom shows are cool. You get the audience reaction. You hear their laughter. I enjoy them. I didn't like it the first time, but after I, got the reps in, it was pretty cool.
How many people pulling up to these shows as far as audience?
It all depends on the promoter and the booker. Are you talking about live or Zoom?
The Zoom. Like how many audiences coming to it?
It depends. Like I did a show the other day that only had 2 people, and then I did a club. They had over 300 people. So it just depends on who books it.
And with the 300, their audio is on or their cameras on. Like how does that work?
They had like a select number of people that they had the audio on. But the other people who audio wasn't on, they were like going through the chat. They would like send emojis and stuff that they were laughing.
Damn, bro, this shit sound like some 2020 shit that somebody wrote a movie about like back in '89 or some shit. Like
right,
fucking doing fucking virtual shows and shit. Fuck, that's crazy.
It's dope, man. Like I really think that like it's better for comics because it's gonna be more money, man. If we can do the Zoom and live shows, bro, it's gonna be a new wave.
I ain't tried it yet. I've had people ask me to do it and they wasn't paid, but they asked me to do it, but I just
don't be late. Don't be
right. Yeah,
don't be like one of them people that didn't get on social media at first. It was like social media is whack, and then all of a sudden everybody blew up on social media. Like hop on them, bro, and get used to them.
Yeah, I kind of rejected the idea at first, but then a promoter who I like and respect asked me to do one, and it was by audience. They have an audience, they have a following, and the people donate money. And then I saw the kind of money I made just sitting at home for 10 minutes. I'm like, yeah, nigga, Zoom, Zoom.
Right.
But what I'm saying,
there's a lot of money from like donations, like when you put your Venmo in a show.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like headliner, like I can like host and feature, but like that's like my level. Yeah. So like one time I made like $100 just like when I like featured. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, that's a lick for
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I ain't getting them type of offers for Zoom show. That's what I'm saying. They just want me to pull up.
Put your Venmo.
They're out there. Every show I've done.
You can create it yourself. You can create it yourself. You ain't got to wait for those offers. You can create it yourself.
Right. And I've gotten money on every Zoom show I've done.
Yeah, it feels really good. You're just like,
it's like, oh, shit, I just made some money sitting
right.
here,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at first either. I was like, well, I'm just sitting here like looking at the screen, but I actually like it now because it's more conversational to me.
Yeah.
And you just got
exactly, because it forces you to kind of come down to a more real level of your comedy. And you kind of feel like I can feel your energy right now. Like right now, I could be like, ha, ha, ha. So once you get used to it, I could see. I mean, if the focus was all, it's back and forth, but once the focus is all on me, then but I don't know. You can work it out. I could.
I mean, it's just about adapting. Like it's not like I'd rather be out doing live shows, but like for what we have to do, like it works out.
Exactly. Yeah. It keeps the muscle going. That's all I'm worried about.
I think for me, and this is probably just me more than anybody else on here. See, I talk to the audience a lot when I tell jokes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even when I go in and out of jokes. So for me, not saying that I can't do it without it, but I think like that's like that's an even bigger adjustment than the simple fact of me just not having timing or whatever like that. Because like me being able to simply just say, hey, whatever, to go a totally different way with it, whatever, like that not being there.
That is there.
No, I'm saying, but you can't talk to the audience is what I'm saying.
It's just like this. Like you on Zoom right now, you're talking to us.
You can like
the same way.
But I'm saying with 300 people, I'm saying you said they only had like the audio or whatever.
You'll see about 10 to 20 of them, faces and everything, just like you're seeing me right now.
So what would I be like, hey, look at this, look at Vaughn, look at this motherfucker right here. You know what I mean? And they got on dreadlocks, or I'm just not saying, I'm just start roasting them.
Well, I guess because how it was explained to me was like people make it seem like from the shows that people have told me about they've done, they didn't see any audience. Like they was basically looking at themselves on screen and just ain't going.
I don't know.
You probably didn't swipe to the right.
View, like right now.
Yeah.
I've never had myself on speaker view. Fuck that. I only put myself on gallery view.
Me too. Because
Right.
I can see everybody's reactions.
Yeah,
in
gallery.
game.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like I think they had like the host or whatever had all of the audience cameras off. Is what I'm saying.
Oh well, that's stupid.
Oh yeah. There's different bookers though, bro. So it's like every show is different. But for most of the shows I've done, you can see the audience, you can hear them, and some people do crowd work.
And you gotta mute some, I guess, because some people
people don't know. Like we can hear everything in the back.
Yeah, the back. Yeah, the back.
Really awkward.
But I did one show. They told everybody to put their mics on mute, and it was so boring and dead. No, I need to hear them. I need them to speak out to somebody in the background because it gives me something to say to them. You know, like you said, crowd work. If I hear somebody talking over me because they don't have to mute on, then that gives me, you know, that again. It's about keeping those muscles worked.
Yeah.
Do y'all be doing it sitting down or standing up?
Just like I am right now.
Sitting down. But I have seen people do like a real show though. I've seen people have like a mic and like really perform.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that. If I sit down, I'm gonna be way too chill.
Yeah.
I'm be just roasting.
One time I was so goddamn drunk, I passed out. I just kept on going with the show. Nigga, I did it past the fuck out. I did that shit, nigga. That's why I keep looking at myself. As soon as my eyes start to cross, I be like this. I just ease the fuck about this motherfucker.
You definitely got some good ass lighting. I don't know what light you got in front of you. But you definitely not hiding it.
Right, you bright as I don't know what.
You white as trash.
That's Jesus telling me, nigga, you got COVID, nigga. You done every show, man. He put good light on me. He was just like this, nigga. Here your last days, nigga. Kill it.
So Amir, you've just done all outside shows. You haven't done no Zoom shows.
Yeah, I've done both, man. And let me tell you, there's no comparison, man. The outside shows is still the shit. It always will be the best. And you know what? I mean, it's still safe to be outside, man. I mean, people act like people are breathing in people's faces and shit. I mean, all you got to do is just wear your mask. You know, they got sanitized mics. It's outside. You know, we had a show. Guess what? I had 60 people outside. Nobody got the Rona. It was cool. You know, everybody's still healthy. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have had the Rona yet. I had it back in March, and it sucked. It was a shitty flu, but I mean, it's survivable. You know, not everybody gets the respiratory problems. You know, some people get over it in a day. You know, some of like me, I just had like body aches and fevers, and it was a shitty flu for me. It was the worst flu, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna die, take me to the hospital type shit. You know, and then once you get it, you're good. Then you can feel safer going out there because you got antibodies in your blood.
I like how you try to advertise shitty flu like that's the good part. Like,
right, exactly.
I mean, you don't die, but you just really fucked up. Like
you wish you was dead, but you ain't dead.
That doesn't make it any better. I don't want the shitty flu either.
And the antibodies, they still haven't figured out how long the antibodies are. Right. Because you got the antibodies, you go skip your ass and kiss somebody in the mouth on the respirator. Your ass better use some sense. And you keep on here.
Yeah, we don't recommend.
Herman Cain today. Herman Cain died. He sit up all in the middle of the trumpet like
he died?
and grinning. He died.
Yeah,
he died
Kiki and shit.
Exactly. He step and fetch, looking like slapstick Johnny at the convention and talk about you don't need masks and look at him now.
What?
Bless his soul. He's dead. That's where he is.
Jesus Christ.
Herman the Cain.
I mean, like I said, I mean, if anybody doing them, hey, more power to you. I'm not at that point of desperation. Like I miss it like shit, but like I wasn't in Miami. I was making not live off of, but I was making. That was probably the most money I was making consistently off comedy when I was in Florida. But like I mean, I ain't making no money in LA. Even the book shows I've done live out here, like it was a lot of people there, but I didn't get paid for them. You know what I'm saying? Like my
you
resume.
Get paid if you're the headliner.
Right. Well, and they was all like showcase and stuff. But my resume, what I did on the East Coast, basically is you know kind of not as important out here.
Some
so,
TV
null and void.
Right. Which I'm fine with that. So what I'm saying is like for me, like if I was more in a situation, if I was more in a situation of like it was my livelihood and I kind of had like a little thing going, I probably would be more pressed because I would then know that even when I do Zoom shows or whatever shows, like there's some, you know, I'm doing it for a reason type of thing. But to, you know, to kind of risk it for open mics, I'm not there yet. I probably have to wait till a little deeper in the year, maybe the new year. If somebody come with, if they talking about paying something, I'll reconsider a lot. But if you talking about just open mics, you know, and just kind of just, you know, trying to figure it out still, I'm just not that deep into it yet.
But I don't think you realize how you just called. I don't think you realize how you called all of us desperate though. You was like, I ain't that desperate to have to do the show.
You niggas out there.
No, but y'all getting paid though. No, I'm saying, but y'all getting paid though. All y'all talking about bread. I'm saying what I've been offered was all free stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying I'm not at that point of risking it for the free stuff. As far as the Zoom stuff, I'll look into it. If I can find somebody who does have an audience in front of me, that I don't mind doing.
I can guarantee you 15 people at my show. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm saying I'll do a Zoom show for free. I'm not tripping about to pay for the Zoom, but I just didn't want to be looking at myself. I thought that was the thing. So
it's just like it is now.
That works.
This is it. This is the comedy show.
This is the most I've been doing when I do this or like my roast show and stuff like that. So I guess before we get out of here, I know it's much later on some people's coast than others. We still got a little sunshine over here.
Oh, for real?
In the wild, wild west. But
somebody come up over here.
Right. So real quick, I was just gonna let everybody just go through and just plug whatever you got. If you got shows, podcasts, websites, Instagrams, if you got whatever you got coming up, we'll just go from there. So I actually start from the bottom this time and work my way back up. So Alex, we'll start with you, bro.
Coming up, I do a Zoom show. I do it every Sunday with the Ugly Mug in DC because I do a show there when I'm in DC. It's every Sunday. It's every other Sunday. If anybody is interested in doing it, let me know. I can get you on. I'm starting a show in New York City. I'm in New York City right now, and it's at LaBrie Gardens. My first show is August 27th at 6 p.m. And then just other shit hopping around doing other people's shows. So hit me up. Let me know. Nice meeting you all, man. Very funny show. Very great group of people, man. Love y'all. Stay safe.
Nice to meet you too. Stay safe out there with the COVID here.
All right, it's on you, Vaughn.
You can check me out. I'll be in Greensville, South Carolina, August 21st to the 23rd. If you're in South Carolina, check me out. Also, I am doing sketches on all my social media called Coping. Check that out. And please stream my comedy album, The Quarantine Comedy Special, on Apple and Spotify. Vaughn Michael. Thanks for having me on, bro. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Dope. Travis the Voice.
It's Travis the Voice on all the platforms and travisthevoice.com on the interwebs. I do all kinds of stuff. You just gotta come check it out and see what it is.
Sound like an OnlyFans page or some shit.
Yeah. You guys do your little Zoom show. I'll show you a real show.
Where the real money at, huh?
Right. I'll show you how to make some money on the internet.
Bitches.
Right.
It was cool hanging out with you guys, man.
No, dope, man. All right, Miss Holly Logan.
I'm comedian Holly Logan on IG and Facebook, and I always post about my shows on there. I am my own official gift now. I have an official Giphy page, and Tenor. So you can always use my stickers and emojis, stickers and gifts and memes. Just put in Holly Logan in a little gift thing, and it'll pop me up. So follow me.
Is it officially called GIF or is it GIF? I always thought somebody said GIF. Is it GIF?
I don't know. I call it GIF. Some people say GIF, but some people say meme, and some people say Mimi.
Got you.
GIF was peanut butter.
My sister's name is Mimi, but we spell it M-I-M-I. So when I people say Mimi, I'm like, that's not how it's spelled.
Yeah.
But I know a Mimi that's M-E-M-E. So you know.
Yeah.
She from the hood though. But go ahead. But go ahead. So you got you said your social media?
Yeah, comedian Holly Logan on social media.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Dope. All right, Mr. Kyle Grooms.
Hey, Kyle Grooms on Facebook, Instagram, Black Planet.
MySpace.
MySpace. AOL, my nigga.
He's listed in the Bible,
Yeah.
right behind Genesis. Found room.
The Yellow Pages, my nigga. I'm in the
Nigga,
Yellow
the Quran,
Pages.
nigga, I'm in the Quran.
The ISIS papers, my nigga. You catch me, goddamn. And my special is on Amazon Prime. It's called Brain Humor. You can see Brain Humor on Amazon Prime.
Introduced by Travis the Voice.
Yeah, but that's the album. I'm gonna have him on the album.
Oh, okay.
Nigga. Yeah,
he ain't make the special.
He ain't make the special.
Oh shit. That is hilarious. No, man. Miss Hetty Sandberg.
Yeah, I have a bi-weekly show, so the first and third Thursday on Zoom called Pandemic Pleasantries. So August 6th, next Thursday. And then I'm at @@Hetty on Instagram, and then just Hetty Sandberg for Facebook. And yeah.
And your birthday show.
You
got a birthday show?
It is my birthday show, yeah. I'll be 30 next Saturday. So it's basically the same as like any other show, but I'm like, it's their birthday show. Like that's the difference of a birthday show. So that's pretty much it. It'll be fun. My parents always watch it. And I talk about sucking dick a lot. So they're really proud of me. Yeah, they hate.
Gotcha. We're proud of you as well.
Thank you so much. Internet.
We're proud as well. All right, then, Mr. Amir the Miracle.
Ooh, yeah, baby. Hey, I just added all of y'all on Instagram. I just put my Instagram in the chat room section. I would love to work with each of you guys. I could see you guys are all very, very talented, very funny individuals. If you guys ever want to work with me here in LA, I would be more than happy to put you on my live Laugh Outdoors comedy show I'm currently producing. And when the pandemic is over, I'd love to have you guys at my other room that Rudy comes to at the Robin Hood. It's weekly out here and it's pretty hot. And so, follow me at Amir the Miracle. I look forward to meeting all you guys. If I'm ever in your city, I would love to link up with you guys sometime. So God bless. Y'all stay sexy. Oh, yeah, baby.
Real quick, Amir, let's connect, man. I'd love to do your Miami show. I'll come out. I'm not worried about money or whatever. And I'm doing some shows before like it gets too cold in New York. I'd love for you to come through and do like my Brooklyn outdoor show too. So man, I got you, bro.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, brother. I'm there.
Hey, Amir, just out of curiosity, like, are you picking up new pedals or are you just recycling the same ones you dropped? Like, just out of curiosity, like, is it a fresh basket?
Well, I mean, they all come from my butt. So just
either it's the same place either way. I got you.
I walk by a lot of gardens and stuff, and I just collect.
Pocket it.
Say no more. Say no more. In between his toes. I want to thank all my guests for coming, man. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
This thing is working out even better than I even planned. Like I said, I started this just with a group of friends, and then I just kind of wanted to reach out to the different scenes I've been a part of. Not that I've been killing shit or whatever, but I've just moved around in a very short amount of time. So I've met a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I just figured while we're quarantined, we can just kind of network and chop it up and
I help you desperate motherfuckers out.
You desperate motherfuckers.
How many people watching us now on Facebook?
Dude.
5.
3.
Like we watching each other. Us.
It was up though. It was up. It was up.
No, the views go up a lot like when it's not live, because sometimes I check it the next day and it'd be like 200, 300 something views on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they watch the whole thing, but they at least click on it.
Yeah, they're peek in, peek out.
I'm very proud of you, man. You started in my rooms, man. You're doing some exceptional shit, but you're also learning the business of comedy. I know how to run your own shit, man. So this is a very exceptional show, and I can tell like you're meeting the right people. And when I saw Kyle Grooms was on here, I was just like, okay, that's fucking dope. It's like if you're ever looking for like a co-host, or if you're ever looking for somebody to come on and maybe, I forget I do voices and all that shit too. I do impressions. So if you're ever looking for someone, not necessarily a co-host, somebody to just come in and do voices, or if you're ever trying to add like a prank call to this shit, whatever, man, I'm down. But like, Congratulations, bro. Dope shit.
Man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Like I said, man, thank all of y'all for coming, man. Anybody watching, you can follow me at Willy Nilly if you're nasty. I did steal that from Janet Jackson for any of y'all fans. Miss Jackson if you're nasty. But most importantly, this goes up on No Life Boys Productions, YouTube and Instagram, and then my website, rudycomedy.com. Y'all check that out. I got all my content on there. And I'm gonna start doing some Zoom shows. They'll probably be free, but I'm gonna be out here in these Zoom streets. The outside shows, I'll give y'all about December-ish before we get there. But other than that, man, y'all be safe, man. Thank y'all again. If y'all do go out, whatever you're doing, please be safe, whatever you're doing. And yeah, man, y'all have a good night. Appreciate you.
Thank
Right.
you.
Thank you,
See
Rudy.
y'all. Nice seeing y'all.
Nice
good
seeing
night,
you, everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
Absolutely.